Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Football Critics. You're joined by Renas, and I'm joined by my co-host Nhlanhla Mtima. How are you, my boy?
Angimnandi kuhamba kanjani? Athini
Yeah, no.
zaseNaturen?
Hey, bafuna uta Cruz ndoda. Hey, bafuna uFernando da Cruz, but angazi ukuthi bathini baseNatural. But hey, man, before we get into it, man, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, please show us some love, man. We're just doing this for the love of the game, man. And yeah, man, welcome back, guys. Today we're just gonna be touching, or we're just gonna be doing a Kaizer Chiefs a season review, just as we did with the Orlando Pirates, and just as we're gonna be doing with the Mamelodi Sundowns again. Yeah, man. My boy. Yes. I think we all saw how the season started with Unabi being sacked, and then they said it was mutual agreement, or that was a sacking. Yeah, I understand that there's no mutual agreement, or that was a sacking. The team had, I stand to be corrected, but I feel like signs were there. The team had been gunning for Unabi. Those guys wanted Unabi out. Yeah, I understand. And I just don't want to dwell too much on Yaganabi. I just want to touch on how Cedric Kaze and Khalil Ben Yusuf took over from Unabi. Yeah, I understand. When it happened, I won't lie to you, I was nervous, I was shocked, but one of the things that made me a little bit comfortable or to calm down was I looked at communication. I was like, okay, these are the only two guys that are able to communicate with the players and and have that understanding with the players. Yeah, I understand it because of we need to be honest with Unabu team. In as much as on paper he was a good coach, in as much as a resume yakhe bemkhulumela, history yakhe bemkhulumela, but we have to acknowledge the fact that there was that a barrier, your communication or your language. Yeah, I understand it because of I ask myself, okay, how does this guy pass a clear message to Mfundo Vilakazi? Yeah, I understand. How does he give like proper tactics to Mdu Shabalala as Amdlalisi 10? How does he tell that guy what to do, what not to do? Like sometimes, in as much as a translator can be there, you have one of the biggest coaches working nama translators, but in as much as a translator can be there, but you sort of need like that message to come straight from the coach, and the coach na ifuna ukuyilendisa ngale ndlela efuna ilende ngayo. Yeah, understand? So that's one of the concerns that I always had. And then, but at the very same time, it's a Miksala Cedric and Khalil Ben Yusuf. I was like, okay, at least with now the communication is just there. And in terms of how they took over, I must say they took us out of the trenches. Yeah, I understand. We saw a very different Kaizer Chiefs. We saw things that we haven't seen in a while, in a very long time. Yeah, I understand. So I just want you as a Orlando Pirates fan to give me just a full breakdown of how do you think those guys started the season and went about the season.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'll first start by saying what I saw from Kaizer Chiefs this season. Nothing about it was surprising to me. You saw, okay, how they started the season. I thought they started the season really, really promising. You remember even there was that game that you guys played in Mamelodi Sundowns. I think it was the third or fourth game. I was so
Yeah,
surprised by that game where you guys were like pressing Mamelodi Sundowns, showing intent. Yeah, but I was like, okay, like Chiefs really, really mean business this season. Yeah,
yeah,
but and then Coach Nabi came back, and then the team dropped, and he got the sack. Yeah, but goes to back to Lento issue. It's okay. There was always a communication barrier with the coach now because it's
it was always there.
like even I always wonder even in training, how does a training session go? Like I like training drill or whatever he does in training, does it get done quickly? Umuntu engasazi isiNgisi. Like how does it transcend to the players? But abo coach Ben Yusuf, Beno Cedric Kadri. I think they did whatever they could with what they had this season. I think they did the best that they could. Yeah, but I wasn't surprised with the Chiefs had um an inconsistent season because there were moments where, especially, I think you remember that period where you guys played Isoweto Derby and you guys lost 3-0 to the Orlando Pirates. You remember how low the Chiefs was at that point. And then after that, the Chiefs rised again. Yabo. So the Chiefs, remember, Uti, Chiefs is in a transition period. They're trying to find themselves again. Yabo.
Yes.
And when you are trying to find yourself again, uzoba inconsistent. Yabo. You will be inconsistent because you're still trying to build a new regime, still trying to build enye inhliziyo, trying to find that form, trying to pick up and chase the Orlando Pirates and the Mamelodi Sundowns. So with what they had, I think they did the best of what they had. Abo coach, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even qualifying for the CAF again after not being in the top 8 for 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so that's
I
how
don't
I
think,
feel
man.
about.
You know, I'm a cheater. In as much as they frustrated me at times, in as much as there were games whereby you could see ngathi bashintshana nge-lineup, bashintshana ngama-tactics ukuthi this time around ekabani, this week ekabani. Even though there were those moments, or even though we had those moments, I still am proud. I still am impressed about how they went about the season. Inconsistencies were there, and I feel like each and every team or each and every club has some sort of inconsistencies throughout the season, whether we like it or not. You understand? So I'm proud and I'm impressed because of, what do I do? I sit down and I say, okay, let me find something that I can fault these guys with, something that I can nail these guys with. I look at the last 4 seasons. I look at the points that we accumulated the last 4 or 3 seasons. Let me just put it like that.
Mm.
I look at how we're playing. I look at where we finished in the top 8. I look at how we went or how we're knocked out of some competitions. You understand? For example, let's go to Confed. Look at how we were knocked out of Confed. It's just fine margins, fine margins.
As
Your goal difference. You know, we were on equal points. We had 10 points, just as Al Mesri. You understand? But because of the goal difference, the goals we considered or the goals we scored, and I say to myself, okay, we've been fighting the past 3 seasons just to get into the top 8. There comes the 2025 to 2026 season. We stay with third spot. Yes, we were knocked out of Nedbank. Yes, we were knocked out of Carling Carling Champions. But I look at how we come back this season, how we perform Confed. When last did you play continental football? And for us to go back there and miss out on the next round, just fine margin. So I'm proud of what Kaizer Chiefs did. When I sit down and be like, okay, Orlando Pirates got the treble, Mamelodi Sundowns got their Champions League. Kaizer Chiefs, what did we get? We didn't get any silverware, but I have something that I can go to bed holding with my hands. But okay, you know what? I've seen progress from my club. You understand? And I've seen progress from my club, but now the problem starts when now the team decides. I've seen progress, and in my mind, I had already made up my mind. Okay, you know what? I feel like Cedric Kaz and Khalil Ben Yusuf need to stay. That's how I feel. That's how I felt before they were sacked. Well, before they didn't get sacked, they just didn't renew their contracts. That's how I felt, and that's how I still feel. They managed to push us throughout the season so well as co-coaches. Right now, they are the only people that know that squad in and out. They are the only people that know what we need. What is it that we need to get rid of? What type of players do we need to bring in? What type of tactics do they need to tweak? I feel like they had to stay. I feel like yes, they were supposed to get that one coach that maybe these two guys know that they trust that can come in so that you can have at least three coaches like any team, or just them decide it's okay. You know what? Maybe Khalil Ben Yusuf is gonna be the head coach, and then Cedric. I wanted them to stay. I'm sorry if Mhlambe, I think maybe I formed that 5% of the Kaizer Chiefs fans that wished for those guys to stay, and I still feel like that. And why I'm saying that, I feel like it was gonna be easy for us next season, or it's gonna be easy for us next season to pick up from where we left off. You understand? Because of they've laid their own foundation. They know who needs to come in or what type of player needs to come in. They know who needs to go out. They know where to fix. Right now, we're gonna get a new coach, whoever coach, and then we need to give him time to adapt. We need to give him time to instill his philosophy. Kaizer Chiefs might just regress, unfortunately. The sad part about the decision that the management has taken is Kaizer Chiefs might just regress. We might just drop from where we are right now. And honestly speaking, that's just how I feel about Amajita. And yeah,
I think mina ngingabili ngale nto le. I'm split on two, yabo. One, I agree with what you're saying, ukuthi they should have stayed because okay, they know the club, they know the players, they know the philosophy of the team, they know Chiefs in and out now. They know the squad that they're working with. They may have an idea of what is needed to go forward, yabo. And there's always worries about who coach uzofika, especially who coach uzofika nesquad sakhe like esisha. There's always that worry ukuthi what if it doesn't work out? What if uzodinga more time while you're still looking at your rivals winning trophies? Yabo yonke leyo nto le. So I understand you on that part, but I can also understand the management, yabo, in a sense ukuthi they just want to start afresh. Like bafuna like ukuthi kube team iqale kabusha. I don't know if you remember Orlando Pirates after that season where they were losing about 6-0, 6-1, shower nje, Super Sport. You no Sundowns. You remember that season? Pirates got rid of the whole team that time. And what happened the following seasons? Pirates started competing. Yacisha iwini league ngenye season, like after like a season or two. Yabo. So you can start afresh. Yabo. As long as uzothatha coach that you know ukuthi that coach has a pedigree of winning. And uyazi ukuthi most of the players will current squad, like most, I'm talking about 60% of the players, 50-60% of the players are gonna be leaving, and you do have the budget or the funds to get new players to start a new culture of the team. Yeah, or maybe Chiefs wants a new culture. Maybe they don't feel like the current group has the ability to go to that level where Abo Sundowns are. Yeah, well, maybe they do feel like okay, they bazama bona, there is a good bunch, but do they have that capacity to go to that level? You understand? Do they have that capacity to close that gap? Maybe that's what the management felt to Guti. As good as they don't feel like they have that capacity. They need something fresh.
I I I hear your point and I understand 100%. It might be a thing you would say maybe they want to start afresh, or they don't think these guys have the capacity to, but at the very same time, to a certain degree, I beg to differ. Why? You know, when Watu came in and he lost his first two games, the headlines were, don't try and fix something that was never broken. Yeah, I understand. Kaizer Chiefs has been something that was broken maybe the past 2, 3, 4, or 5 seasons. But now we're talking about last season. We've been struggling the past 3, 4 seasons. Now we're at the point whereby the team has momentum, the club has momentum, a momentum that we haven't seen in years. The club has, made us feel something that we haven't felt for years. When now we have that thing, you're going to, okay, you know what, we might just be going somewhere. There's that momentum, everyone is like, okay, we see what these guys are doing. Here are the results. And then you want to take us back to square one. Knowing how hard it is for the team to come out of the trenches. Kaizer Chiefs, when it rains, it pours. Le club mate iba bad and iba bad. You understand? So you've given us that little bit of hope. You've changed how we see the club in one season. I don't know. I hear your point, 100%. But my thing is, gents, we were at the point with those guys whereby we just needed small tweaks. Maybe we just needed to get rid of Abu Matou. Maybe we just needed to get rid of Abu, like players that we don't really need, players that need to leave. Abu Marco. Maybe we're at the point whereby we needed just smaller reinforcements. Maybe we needed to release Abu Morris. We needed to release Abu Ikota. Like, I feel like with those guys, we needed tweaks. We needed just smaller changes. Not another coach that's gonna come in and find Kaizer Chiefs already same thing 3 or 4 players. And then Batibon go to Pumanjan. First of all, that coach won't know ukuthi mele kuhambe bani kusale bani. You have to find you check ukuthi ngabani contract ephelayo. And then the coach will just have to use whatever that's there. We'll have to start afresh with whatever that's there. These players are going to have to now start to adapt to whatever the coach is going to be feeding them. So it's like, guys, we were having a momentum. We were going somewhere. Fine, I understand what you guys are saying. If you're saying you want something new, but look at the bigger picture. Do you really want us to go back? Do you really want the coach to come in and start afresh and say, I don't want to tell, I don't want who? That's the biggest question. You understand? If it was me, I was gonna sit down with those guys, Cedric Gaza and Khalil Benisif, and be like, gents, you know what? And before I go there, they even had to let go of El Sisu, the goalkeeper coach. So there's a lot of question marks. I have a lot of questions. There's a lot of question marks in what they did. If it was me, I was gonna sit down with those guys and be like, Bafet, na full squad. You've been here for 2 seasons now. This season, you guys were in charge. As a coach, it's like being a teacher inside a class. Your top students, students that are not good. Sit down with those guys and be like, okay, gents, full squad. Who do you guys think needs to go? And what type of players do you guys need? Like, just go big or go home. Those guys have shown you what they can do. Yes, they had their inconsistencies. Yes, we lost 3-0 to Orlando Pirates, but sit them down and be like, gents, what do you need? What type of players do you need? Because at the very same time, okay, which players are we gonna get now? I'm sure Cedric Gaza and Khalil Benisif knew the type of players that they need to bring in. I'm sure I can guarantee you with that one. But now we're going to start afresh. Now kuzongena coach uzothi, you know what? I can't use Undlovu noma Bobe. It's possible. It might happen in the same starting lineup. Coach uzofika, you know what? Ngibona indaba kaFlavio mina with whatever that I want to do. Ngifuna ukuqalisa uIkotaro or ngifuna ukuqalisa uMorris. We don't know. I'm just assuming it's a possibility. It's something that might happen. You understand? So that's just how I feel, man, about indaba coach. I won't lie to you. that's just how I feel about indaba yabo coach. And as a season review, man, I just wanna applaud players like Abo Given Msimango, players like Abo Brandon Peterson, players like Abo Mabowe, Abo Ndlovu, man, Abo Shabalala, Abo Villa. Amachita spanile this season, but there's those players that you can see it's okay. Without Umabowe, I don't know where we could have ended up. Without Ndlovu, I don't know where we could have ended up. Without Brandon Peterson, I don't know where we could have ended up. Yeah, I understand. So it's just looking at the season and saying, you know what, I'm glad that these players came in, Mabowe, and actually helped the club. You understand? About cross they were there, whether to play left center back, whether to play left back. About Aiden McCarthy, Zita Quinik, I mean, he came in and you understand, man. I'm so, man, overall, man, I think out of 10, I can say, man, it was just, I can say maybe 7 out of 10, man.
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
With regards to Ukhanyisa Mayo, you remember that game when Upule Modi was going to score and then Ukhanyisa Mayo at selizongena ibhola yawe offside wavele walifaka.
Yeah.
After that game, we never saw much of Ukhanyisa Mayo. Yabo. What do you think happened after that game? Because now he's part of the players who are going to be released. Yabo. And the Leo game, Leo, and after that, because you remember, Ukhanyisa Mayo was a promising player in Skatefiga. You know the type of talent he has. Yabo, there was excitement about him. And then that game, for some reason, yeah, I know what he did, but I feel like it just destroyed his whole season at Chiefs. What do you think happened? What do you think about Leo's situation there?
Ntlantla, I'm gonna say this to you. Kaizer Chiefs is a big club. Liyasinda lela James Lelia. Before I answer you that question, you remember what happened to Happy Mashian?
Yeah.
After the Champions League final. So I think what happened to Khanyisa Mayo, I don't wanna jump the gun, I don't wanna assume things are not there. But I can just, for the sake of the show, say that game might have did something, might have tainted him a bit. You understand? Because I'm thinking about the backlash that he got. We never won that game. You understand? So I'm thinking about, so it might have maybe tainted his confidence a bit. It might have, pushed him because of Uguti, you're gonna get some stick. You understand? So even though ungafuna assume kakhulu, but it might have done something to his confidence. I don't know, but it might have. I look at what that final did to Happy Mashia, and it was never the same. And I think the club also gave up on him. I understand. So each of the Chiefs, Sinda. So one terrible mistake in a very crucial game, or if you costed the club, man, I don't know, also to gain back our love, trust, and so yeah, man, that's just how I just want to answer your question.
Yeah, man. Eish. I was gutted. I was really, really gutted for him because, man. Nah, what he did, man, it was so unnecessary. Yeah, boy. And just let the goal go in. Maybe if that goal went in, it would have changed the complexion of the whole season for Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know. Yeah, boy,
Yeah,
but
anything could
Joba
have
Usho
happened.
dog, which is the Chiefs, Liasinda, because
Yeah,
even this season, throughout the inconsistencies, you saw when the team was at the low point, you saw the stick that they get. Yeah, boy.
yeah,
And this is what even the new coach ozofika, the new players abazofika will have to understand ukuthi leli jezi liyasinda, kuyashisa lapha.
yeah, sure.
Kusenaturena lapha. Chiefs is a big team. Yabo.
Yeah,
So they have to understand lokho. So
yeah.
I don't know which coach abazomthola since they want to start afresh.
Yeah,
Uh,
we just have to see, and just looking forward to the signings that they're gonna do and the coach that they're gonna do, and then maybe we can, after maybe we've seen all the players that they're gonna buy and the coach that's coming in, maybe we can be able to put our expectations to the table, but we just have to wait and see how it goes. Yeah, I understand that. And
yeah.
yeah, man, I don't know if you still wanna add something.
That's it for me, guys. Ish, man. What a season it has been.
Yeah,
Hopefully next season, Chiefs, yeah, fight out with the rest of us
yeah,
for trophies. Just
yeah.
make PSL interesting. You know, PSL is really nice when Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns, they are
Performance.
winning trophies. Yeah, but there's just that the rivalry becomes even sweeter. Yeah, but
Yeah.
ama bragging rights mawuwinile, they become even sweeter.
You feel
Mawazi ukuthi
good.
ama-rivals wakho nawo ayashisa, they could win i-trophy noma inini. Yabo leyo nto.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. Guys, make sure you smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We do this for the love of football. Yeah, we talk and breed football over here. Yeah, man. That's it from me. To your point, Nhlanhla Mdima.
The Nelson this side, Buffet to signing out.
Hola.